Is it recording? I guess it's recording. There's that little beeping tone on the crosswalk that I told you was for deaf people. How come you don't want to talk on my video? Why you got it down there on the seat? You want everybody just looking at my gob?
Because I don't want to carry it.
Okay. Well, we just went over to Mark's place, and unfortunately we didn't get to talk with Mark all that much. He had the COVID, and hopefully he'll be getting better. We've got the boat, and we're heading on the back roads from Mansfield back to Burleson. Probably be dark by the time we get home, so supposedly it's going to snow tomorrow, and we might get pictures of it tomorrow, we might not. The weatherman usually tells it like it ain't, so it probably won't snow at all. So I guess see you back when we get to the house. Okay, just looking over a few things without, spending a whole lot of time. This lid here, I need to carpet. This is the rod holder, rod storage. Also going to put in probably a piece of plywood on the very end here and put some PVC tubing in there so that the rods don't interfere with anything that's underneath this deck here. Going to carpet this deck, probably wrap around the deck into the floorboard here. And then as far as any more carpet, live well lid, this secondary storage, possibly live well lid, and these two battery covers and electrical covers. We'll put carpet on top of those. Before I do any of that, I'm going to probably fill in all these little tiny holes up in the front, take off whatever this goofy thing is, and redo the boat in kind of a darker brown gel coat after it's all patched up and everything. And then I'll put the carpet on, obviously, and then I'll drill fresh new holes in it to hold all the support stuff, gauges and switches and things like that, and my depth finder on there. And I'll probably take the old Tetris depth finder and put it up on the front. I don't know how useful it'd be, but it'd be handy for depth at the very least. I don't know if I'll replace that steering wheel. It's pretty rotten, but I could, if I can find it, one of those old steering wheel covers that you had to stitch up. I could do that, and that would be pretty good, and wouldn't have to spend any money on that. Thought they had messed up on the drain system on this, but it's actually set up like a champion. There's a little kind of a cavity area where the drain and the bilge output and the drain plug are at, and then a little higher up, which I don't know where the water line is on this boat. I'll throw another picture in there, side view real quick, of where this intake for the live well is, if it's in truly the right place. And it more than likely is if it was there, but if I put lighter motor on there, then it could be a problem. No, don't really know for sure right now. The next order of business will be, I don't know, I want to put a remote drain plug on there, really first and foremost. One of those things that, even with this drain that's, kind of hidden away like a champion, out of sight, out of mind, make it real easy to forget that it's even there. And I know I've done that before in the past with other boats where I forgot to put the plug in, and trying to do it, while you're on the boat, almost impossible. And then doing it at the shore, you're gonna get wet. It just doesn't matter. You're gonna get wet because the motor's sitting down there, and even when it's cranked all the way up, it's still gonna cause issues. Where you're getting wet, and it just kind of screws up a trip, especially if it's chilly outside. So even though it's not the most important, it's the most important to me, just peace of mind. Then the next thing I will end up doing is figure out how to get this boat off the trailer without having to do it at the lake, and replace all those runners on the boat trailer. And then while it's off, go ahead and paint this trailer. And you can see there's open little squares in front of and behind the wheels. Go ahead and take and get some 2x12 or whatever fits inside there, and glass it up really good, or at least soak it pretty good with polyester resin, and then either carpet it or put what do they call that? Grip tape. Put grip tape over it so you can't slip off of it, and then put those on there. I might glass them up, I don't know. Given that it gets submerged all the time, I would think that the polyester resin soaked up into the pores of the wood would keep it from filling up with, or getting waterlogged. But I don't know. I haven't got to that point yet. So yeah, the order will be put in the drain plug, fix the trailer, paint the trailer, gel coat the top, carpet it, and hopefully by that point we will have found a motor for it. Then I'll go into fixing the live well, which really, looking at the live well, doesn't look like it's going to be that tremendous of an issue. I mean, right now it looks like it'll work. The only thing that needs to be fixed is the overflow to the live well. It's looks like 1.5 inches, and the pipe's rotted off. So I will put new line there. Yeah, I'll probably replace all the line there, but I'm going to put a second pump on it. That the pumps are there. I will put a recirculatory pump on the drain, or the drain of it. I'm sure Flow-Rite's got something where I can pump water into it, and then have the valve set one way to where it's recirculating the water, and then flip the valve, pump it out, and then some kind of check to keep the other one from going both directions. I don't know. I'll have to look at their catalog and see what they got. I would like to have just a single pump, a reversible pump, which would be awesome, but I don't know if that exists. Well, I'm sure it does. But then after I get that done, I'm sure sometime in that process I will purchase 4 new seats. I'll see if I can't break those stands loose. I don't know what you call those little extension stands. They're about 18 inches long, and those seat posts are froze onto them. I mean, I could buy new ones, but I mean, if I can just WD-40 the tar out of it and bust them free, then I can run a wire brush into them and clear them out to where they can be used again. And if they can't, I just toss them in the trash and I'll get some new ones. They're not overly expensive, but trying to keep the budget down on this. I mean, we've got $300 into it, and that's it. So we want to spend the least amount as possible and get the most out of it as possible. I mean, I could have went down the road of $20,000 to $30,000 for a new boat, and unfortunately they just decided to cease operations of doing anything until the beginning of the year. Oh, that was their loss. Now I'm putting a boat together. So that's where we're at. And I think I've got some more to toss on the end of this video because we were going to work on it, do a little bit of stuff, just measuring and things like that, and it decided to snow. So I should have some video of the snow. I was saying yesterday that it's probably going to rain instead of snow. But hey, look, I was wrong. We're getting snow. Obviously, it's not sticking. Well, sticking to the truck. Anyhow, this is the boat. I'm gonna have to get some, looks like I'm gonna have to get some trailer lights and some wood for those steps. Looks like the boat has to come back just a little bit, but I'm gonna have to change those boards out anyhow. Looks like that one's all jacked up down there. Looks like we might have to bend that one down just a little bit, and we'll have to put a board on there. Actually, I don't think that those little roller things are supposed to be there, given the fact that they're welded right on top of the deal. So I don't leave them there though. That's looks like that'd be kind of handy. Let's see, that's getting heavier. Got a lot of work to do in here. Not too bad. This is the live well here. But this looks to be another live well, but it wasn't used for that. That may become a live well. Got a lot of little holes, little cracks. Looks like I'm gonna have to peel the center trim out and redo the rivets, especially here on this side and the other side. I'll probably just try and buff out the bottom, and then we'll re-gel coat the top. There's a bunch of holes in the front. It's gonna be all kinds of fun. Yeah. So we're gonna gel coat the top, maybe a brown or something. We're gonna recarpet the floor here, the floor down here, that whole rod holder on, and these little, where you see the dark patches, that's where it's supposed to be there, is carpet. Don't know what I'm gonna do there yet. Looking at that hole right there in the spacing, I'm thinking that could have been a, well, being that wide, I was going to say Lowrance, but it's probably a hummingbird graft they had stuck back there. But first order of business is I want to get a remote drain plug. And then, let's see what we got here. There used to be a tag. It says how many how big a motor and how many people you can put in it, but I didn't see that. Hopefully that's on the title. I wonder if that transducer will work for anything else I've got.
Anyhow, there's all our snow. It's gonna have to get pretty cold for it to stick. It's only about 35, 36 degrees right now. Need to get that crap out of the yard too.